हेलो फ्रेंड्स, मेरा नाम डॉक्टर वैभव कुबल है। आई एम अ पल्मोनोलॉजिस्ट वर्किंग एट एस एल रहेजा फोर्टिस एसोसिएट हॉस्पिटल and I deal with most of acute and chronic respiratory diseases. So friends, today I am gathered here to talk about smoke in the city, and we all know what are the harmful effects of smoke, especially with the respiratory health. And whichever city you live, be it Mumbai, be it Delhi, I think smoke has become an integral part of what we live with, and unfortunately we cannot do anything about it. Well, we talk about various reasons why actually smoke or smog is developed. It could be because of pollution, it could be because of the traffic, it could be because of any festivals. But the answer to that question is what is to be done. Somewhere I think we need to get prepared to live with it until we have a final solution to this. Now, what exactly do you understand by smoke, or rather smog? We know fog is a natural entity. When it gets entangled with smoke, it is called as smog. So it's a cloud of various pollutants that stays in the upper part of your atmosphere, and you are susceptible to breathe in those harmful gases, the suspended particles, which itself can cause harm to your upper airways, to your lungs, to your eyes, and also cause dryness of mouth. It can mostly you see it in the early parts of the days, in the mornings, or in the late parts of the evenings when the temperature is gone down. Now, smog, if you see, actually it has various components. It has organic components, it has gaseous components, it has suspended dust particles. Now, gases like sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, ozone, all are irritative gases, and they have harmful respiratory defects. The other natural products like pollens are also found in the smoke. We all know people who live with asthma and allergy, they have a lot of problems with pollen seeds and pollen grains as well. The other part of this is the suspended dust particles, which again is a very important factor for causing respiratory disease. So in total, the only avoidance is the only way how we can prevent this smog related respiratory problems. Now, what happens if we are facing this smog, or in certain parts of the year when this smog levels or the air quality index really goes on a high? Now, it all depends upon the exposure. You can have a problem if you have a shorter exposure but with a larger quantity of smog, or you can have a smaller quantity of smog but for a longer duration of exposure. Accordingly, you might have these respiratory problems. Respiratory problems can be as simple as irritation of throat, it can be cough, or it can be as severe as asthma leading to hospitalizations as well. So what do we do with it, right? The best answer to this is prevention. Now, prevention can be prevention I would like to talk about in two parts. One, in normal healthy individuals, and second, in people who are already suffering from lung problems like asthma, COPD, interstitial lung disease, people who are having chronic infections like tuberculosis. For normal healthy individuals who do not have any lung problems, by and large they should be avoiding the peak hours of this smog. I think in today's technology advanced world, we are all aware of what the AQI is, what are the primary times when the smog levels are high or when the pollution level is high. We have many people who are who go for a walk or a run in the early morning. If you have a high AQI, or if you see a lot of fog, preferably try to avoid going outdoor or going for an exercise outdoor. Try to go for indoor exercises. Again, if you are a person who is more into an outdoor profession, like where you are supposed to do field visits or in field, and if you are working in a smoky or a foggy environment, ensure that you are protecting yourself properly from the smog. The best way to use is a PP, which we have the N95 mask which we used during the COVID times. Actually, that is the right way to prevent ourselves from inhaling these toxic gases as well as the suspended dust particles. What to do with people who are already having asthmas and COPDs who have a compromised lung. I think these are the group of people who take the major hit of the smog related problems. They can land them into hospitals, into the ICUs, and in severe cases they can be on a ventilator as well. And we know that this is this period of time is a very short period of time in a year. That is why preventing these episodes or preventing these attacks is very important. The natural way of doing it is to avoid getting out during the hours of the day where you have higher fogs and higher level of AQIs. The other thing, they should comply to their medicines. We are at a higher risk of exacerbation even when you stop taking the medicines which are required for asthma and COPD. So they should be very regular with their medications, the pumps, the inhalers, the oral tablets, whatever they are on. They should comply it with during this time, because that is what is going to help them fight if they come across this smoke or the fog. The third part of it is vaccinations. Vaccinations to some extent do definitely help in these patients who are having lung problems, and having these annual vaccines for pneumonia, for influenza, can also help them prevent the lung functions better. So with this was a short note of which how I wanted to share on how we could prevent ourselves from smog related respiratory problems. I hope you found this video helpful, and it will help you plan your day and prevent you from smog related respiratory problems. If there are any queries or doubts, please reach out to us through our website or call on our hospital numbers. We would be happy to support. So with this, I would like to take your permission. Thank you.